The United States is being invaded every year by over 1.5 million illegal immigrants. By the way, a bunch of them invaded again today. Just today, reports came out that hundreds came across the line near Tecate, Mexico, because the Border Patrol station there had been abandoned because of the fire. So they stormed across. They not only came across to enter into the country, but they stormed into the country to loot the houses that were still unburned, and also to loot the shelters. Hundreds have already been arrested. These are illegal immigrants. They are criminals. The federal government has no business granting either amnesty or permanent or temporary legal status to these people. We need a fence to keep them out. We need an enforcement plan to cut off their sources of income. And if they don't self-deport, we need a president with the guts to deport them, to send them home.
Absolutely.
Fourth, the Constitution means what it says. It's not just what some self-appointed black-robed tyrant says it means. Judicial activism is judicial tyranny, and any judge who fails to recognize that fact has no business on the bench. Fifth, Western civilization is the greatest achievement of human history and is the crown jewel of our species. We as conservatives must fight the ideology of political correctness that's now infecting our major power centers, our centers of government, of academia, and the media. This is nothing less than an assault on the West. These forces threaten our ability to win the war against radical Islam. They want to strip our society of religious belief. Well, wait a minute. Maybe it isn't all religious belief. I'm not so sure anymore. Maybe it's just Christian or Judeo-Christian beliefs that they want to strip our society of. That's all that gets attacked anymore. It's perfectly okay, you see, to build a footbath on the University of Michigan campus so that Muslim students can prepare for prayer. But the College of William and Mary has to take down the crucifix. You know? So what is actually under attack here? What part of our religious ideology is under attack? These people want to destroy the last vestige of American sovereignty. They want us to apologize for everything we are and everything we were. Well, you know what? America and genuine conservatism have nothing for which they need to apologize.
Right.
On the other hand, fake conservatism in league with liberals have a lot of explaining to do. You know, this kinder, gentler conservatism gave us the largest tax increase in our nation's history and President Bill Clinton. Compassionate conservatism has given us the No Child Left Behind Act, Medicare prescription drugs, open borders, and Speaker Nancy Pelosi. The go along and get along conservatives have helped open the borders and to people coming into this country who are not assimilating, creating what Theodore Roosevelt once warned us all about. And that is the creation of a polyglot boarding house, a place in America where tens of millions of immigrants who come here refuse to assimilate and refuse to speak English. Throughout the last 3 decades, a simple if inconvenient truth has emerged. When conservatives run on principles, we win. When we run away from principles, we lose. I will never apologize for being a conservative. I will never apologize for defending marriage as a sacred union between one man and one woman. I will never apologize for standing with the innocent unborn, or for my consistent opposition to embryonic stem cell research, or for that matter, for my lifetime A rating from the National Right to Life, or my lifetime A rating from the National Rifle Association, or the largest 97.8% American conservative rating. It's the highest, by the way, for anybody running for President of the United States. I apologize for none of it.
Woo!
And one more thing I will never apologize for. I will never apologize for America. Conservatives and America, they don't need an apologist. They both need a leader. when the conservative movement, it's not supposed to actually choose a candidate, it's supposed to produce one. That's why I'm here today, to give voice to every conservative in this country that's unheard and unrepresented, to remind our party of the principles upon which all our past victories have been won, and to win them again. So I ask you, if you are willing, please do charge into the breach with me and as many of our fellow countrymen as will follow. We're only going to be armed with the power of our ideas and the humble courage that comes in knowing that the good fight is always worth fighting, regardless of how far behind you may be in the polls or how much money you have in the bank. If it's the right thing to do, if you are saying what you believe with all of your heart, you should continue to say it, and you should support the people who say it, I believe. Everything we are, everything we have been as a nation is under attack. From jihadism abroad to multiculturalism here at home. Our leaders who have been charged with the responsibility of defending our land and our culture and our sovereignty have not done their job. Every generation of Americans must face this challenge and pass the test that was first established at Valley Forge. And yes, they had to follow in the footsteps of people at Valley Forge whose feet, in fact, were bleeding. That's not just a metaphor for something. That was the truth. That is what was happening. And when someone dropped the flag before them, someone else picked it up. This is their country. It's the country they built. It's the country that they fought and bled and died for. Now the question is, will our generation have the courage? Can we muster the courage? And will we do the same? Well, that's why I am running for president. Because I believe we are threatened. Because we do need a leader. And because we cannot afford to fail. And as I say, and have said to you perhaps on other occasions, and I say as often as I can, please, this is our culture. Fight for it. This is our flag. Pick it up. This is our country. Take it back. Thank you very much.
There goes Mom. Woo!
I know everybody's hungry, so a quick infomercial here. I'd like to direct everybody's attention to the literature